In January 2007, a Chinese missile destroyed the Fengyun 1C weather satellite 530 miles above Earth. There was no explosion, no sound, just a silent, precise impact. This was no accident. It was a calculated demonstration. Space was now a potential battlefield. The international community was stunned. Space, once a symbol of cooperation, had become a new arena for conflict. The age of innocence in orbit was over. Imagine, a missile streaks skyward, finds its target, and in a split second a satellite is reduced to a cloud of debris. This was not science fiction but a real show of military power, proof that satellites, the backbone of our modern world, could be blinded or destroyed at will. Our GPS, banking, weather forecasts, and communications all depend on these fragile machines. The 2007 test was a wake-up call. The rules had changed, and a new arms race had begun. Not with tanks, but with killer satellites and jammers. The message was clear: to threaten satellites is to threaten the fabric of civilization itself. The final frontier had become a potential war zone. The world could no longer ignore the risks above. The silent shot had been heard around the world. Space once inspired unity. Think Apollo, the International Space Station, astronauts from rival nations working together. But that era is fading. The US now sees space as a warfighting domain, creating the Space Force to defend its interests above. The focus has shifted from discovery to dominance. The Pentagon develops lasers and surveillance to protect and, if needed, disable enemy satellites. China too has advanced rapidly, landing rovers on Mars, building counter-space weapons, and developing jammers and robotic arms to threaten satellites. Each side's move triggers a counter-move, fueling a dangerous arms race. A conflict in space could cripple economies, disrupt communications, and even spark war on Earth. The celestial stage, once a symbol of hope, is now a potential battlefield. The stakes are higher than ever. The dream of peaceful exploration is at risk. The next war may be fought in silence, high above us all. The space race is no longer just the US and China. India, with its Mars orbiter mission, proved its scientific prowess and its military potential. In 2019, India destroyed one of its own satellites, joining the exclusive anti-satellite club. This was a clear message. India is a power in orbit too. More nations, France, Japan, Iran, are developing military space programs. The heavens are crowded with satellites and ambitions. One wrong move, one misinterpreted maneuver, could trigger disaster. As more players join, the risk of miscalculation grows. The peaceful frontier is now a tense, unpredictable arena. The more nations in the game, the higher the stakes. Destroying a satellite creates thousands of debris fragments, each a bullet hurtling at 17,000 miles per hour. The 2007 Chinese test alone produced over 3,000 trackable pieces, and countless more too small to see. This is the Kessler syndrome: debris begets more debris, threatening to make low Earth orbit unusable for generations. Our GPS, weather, and communication satellites are all at risk. The International Space Station has dodged fragments from past tests. The debris doesn't care who created it, it threatens everyone. In space, there's no front line, no safe zone. Polluting orbit is self-destructive. The fallout could cripple our technology and trap us on Earth. The systems we rely on could vanish overnight. The legacy of space warfare is a sky full of shattered glass. The consequences would be global, lasting centuries. In space, every nation shares the same fragile environment. The cost of conflict is a future we can't afford. We stand at a crossroads: weaponize space or protect it as a shared heritage. One path leads to endless conflict, debris, and lost opportunity. The other path is cooperation, joint missions, shared science, and new rules to keep space safe. We need international treaties to ban destructive anti-satellite tests and establish norms for responsible behavior. The universe is vast. Our challenges are too great for any one nation. The choice is ours and the time is now. Look up. Our satellites are symbols of hope, not targets. Will we fight over the darkness or reach for the stars together? Our journey has just begun. Let's make sure we travel in peace.